series of
Paris
dates.
Playdate. Paris Playdate.
Yeah. So we was creating these scenarios. It gives you some little thing. That experience to open up for one. To open up to people like
Yeah.
this and other people and things in a way you haven't before, you can open up to a lot, but you're going to feel things you never knew you could experience because maybe you were so closed off to it. But if you're in the right energy and space and people, like she said at the end, when she felt protected, you probably opened up in a way never before. So I was in a place and space that I was comfortable and safe and protected. So I opened up. So I was able to experience stuff. And then him and her both have a lot of what is these camp room experiences, because they done been to places that I ain't been and build dungeons and everything else. So it was like I have some, to me, masters and sages that have some experiences. So I experienced like magic beyond this world. So
Wow.
that ballroom experience for me was almost like me levitating out of my body into another realm with other people and us like meshing and pulling and it was just crazy. So I don't have like those dungeon experiences, but that was like one of my first barn room experiences, and it forever changed me in my life. So thank you.
Yes, and I met her, I think, on her birthday, and it was really cool. It was magical how I met her, and then Playdate was about me helping people um, who are rusty dating and who are forgetting. If you're a manifester, how come you stop manifesting while you're dating? Why are you use the same principles everywhere? Don't stop. So that's what the purpose was. So I was like, okay, but we're gonna have something sexy that we do and fun. And then didn't we go on or you were part of a date when Aku was doing the breath work?
I think we did two
Yeah,
dates. I think
yeah,
we did a
I think
date
so
and then
too.
we
Yeah,
did one and then we did a
yeah,
yoga.
yeah.
But all of
But
them was powerful
yeah.
because that was another thing too. You was teaching me more about the breath,
Mhm,
and using your breath. And
mhm.
I just think it's very powerful if you're open to receive from some people and things in ways that you didn't know. And I'm like Sexy Spirit too. I encourage everybody to date always. Date yourself. I date everybody. Like we on a date right now, okay? Like I don't subject myself to like, oh, it's got to be my mate to date. No, I'm dating y'all. We on a date. We talking. We learning. We
Right.
growing. That's the
Yeah.
date, okay?
That's a
So date
date.
always. Always date.
Yeah. Dating. I don't know. People, Paris knows I do my Tinder catch and release program, but I'm like, I meet really nice people. They're not always people for me at the end of the time, at the end of the day or at the end of the hour that we may spend together, but they're still like cool people. We just may not have anything, in common once we get together or the energy just doesn't match. But it's still, you spend a half an hour, you have a cup of coffee or, a quick bite or something, not like a full meal. I'm not spending 2 hours. And sometimes it's just, but they're nice people. I did
Has
meet a guy
anybody
recently.
here done
Huh?
speed dating before? Has anybody done speed dating before?
I haven't.
No, I witnessed it a lot. They do it on the cruise a lot, but I don't actually do the speed dating itself. But my Tinder catch and release program is kind of like a speed dating because it's only like an hour or so, but it's not quite as fast. But no, I haven't physically. I've watched it, but I haven't done it. They do it on the cruise,
Have
on the swinger cruises all
you
the
have
time.
experience, Divine?
No, I've always seen it, but I think it's something really cool or like something that should be like revamped because I just like you, I like talking to people and asking questions. And it's like you ask a couple questions and then like you move on and you move on. I just learned how to play this card game called Phase 10. Hey, Coach Chase. And phase 10 has different phases. And I kind of think about that. And like every phase, you have to get a different spread. So I'm thinking that like maybe it should be like a phase 10 dating thing that maybe people could do because I hear a lot of people that say they're scared of dating. And like I
I
have a
know.
friend at work. She's been married her whole life for like 30 years. She just got divorced and she's horrified with going out and she's tried these apps and it's not going well. And I don't know what to tell her. Like, I don't. And
Taylor's
I'm
good at
like,
it. Taylor's good at it.
Oh, I have so much other apps. I'm on a number of apps, and I'm down here in Mexico where the pickings are slim for someone who's ethically non-monogamous. But yeah, no, to me the act.
I didn't think nothing, but like they pulled out shit that you would be start thinking of, like, what the fuck? Okay, so listen, I know some of y'all probably done had another experience with some of these Capricorns. No, I said a mature, healed Cap, okay? Let them take you on a date and let them plan it, let them do it. Just sit and be for the experience. Most likely they're going to ask you what you like before y'all go, okay? They're not going to just try to introduce you to shit that you don't want because they really love to please. But go on a date with a Cap, okay? Go on a date with a mature Cap.
Yeah, right. That sounds like a great plan. So that's good for the dating part. I'm just telling people how to navigate the dating apps, because just do a meet and greet first. Don't go at night like, hey, let's meet for a drink. No. We're not meeting for a drink, right? Doesn't mean you can't have a drink if you meet somebody for coffee and you go to, like, there's a taco bar, there's a seafood restaurant near me, and I'm like, we meet in the afternoon. I meet before dark. Now, have I met with somebody at 4:00? And it turned out to be such a great connection. We ended up, like, I met with a guy at Starbucks at 3:00. We had such a great connection. We sat there for 2 hours talking because it was so good that we ended up going across the street and had a date because it was such a great connection. But I don't go in with the thought process that this is going to be the one. I give them an hour, 30 minutes. By the time I'm done with 10 ounces of coffee, I know if I want to be bothered with you again. And I don't wait. It's not a waste of time. I've had 2 meet and greets in the same day at the same fucking restaurant, 2 hours apart.
What did the staff say?
Sexy spirit.
What did the staff say?